train of thought. When you tap into energy, you adapt to whatever energy source is currently influencing it. And since I'm an empath and I'm trying to tap into today, I'm finding it's so completely difficult to even make this video. So I'm feeling deeply that this is going to be one of those days where you're going to be easily led astray. You're not going to have an attention span. 1 minute you're going to be frustrated and edgy, and that's the moon in Aries, and then the next minute you're going to be full of love and compassion. So very dualistic day for mood swings, very dualistic day for extremes in behavior. You're talking the end of the zodiac energy and the beginning of the zodiac energy, but what makes this even worse is that it's being pulled down into a square as Piscean energy is squaring off with Mars and Saturn. And Saturn in Sagittarius is going to be squaring Jupiter, and Uranus is going to be quincunxing Jupiter. So to me, holy cow, this will really, really challenge your energy to stay in a high vibration. And there is beautiful energy in today, but I'm just very concerned about the extremes that I feel. Like 1 minute, I am so lovey, and then the next minute, I'm like, I just want to rip somebody's hair out over the least little thing. Like, that's the way that I feel tapping into this energy. So there's a lot that we're confused about. Mercury, your ruler, is going, Mercury, not your ruler, is going to align with Neptune and Pisces tomorrow. So the reason I think we're feeling this ending, beginning, we're caught, we're quincunxing, we're squaring, is because we're right before a very monumental, realistic check from the universe. It is all about, holding the people accountable for suffering. It's all about realizations, all about, facing what you suffer, how you cope during these extremes. This is all about, I think the key is, how do you cope? How do you maintain yourself? How do you maintain your energy? It's very important that you understand that we just got over a solar eclipse, and that solar eclipse is still highly influencing the energy as well. And as for many of you, as I stated, the energy was squaring off. It was squaring off with key players. It was squaring off with all of the mighty teachers. Jupiter's been in a cantankerous mood. Saturn is definitely in a mood of squaring off. Mars is. So to me, this suggests just wanting to take action, but can't. This is stop, start, stop, start. It's like you go to, get somewhere really fast, and it's like the person pulls out in front of you and they're going 20 miles an hour, less than the speed limit. And so, but you can't get around them because the car next to you is, and that never happens. But that's the way it's going to feel today. It's going to feel like, ugh, I want to get somewhere, but I can't. Now, for some of you, this could be very much a mental day. In fact, for many of you, it will be. For many of you, there's a need of feeling, you might be a little bit needy, but then you don't know what you want or need. And so you're going to want attention, but do you want it from the source that's giving it to you? And if so, are they giving it to you the right way? That's kind of going to be the way it is. It's like there's an inconsistency in almost every thought that you have. Beware that today is forgetting all of the small things because you're being so inundated by the big things. This can mean to me today that there is a sense of border issues. Like if you're looking at this from like a very big issue, this is the day where I feel like big environmental things are going to be under the gun in politics, or things are going to start to come out. I believe that this is a day where we were disillusioned by something and the realism is starting to come forward. It could create a small portion of, or small thought processes of insecurity. But then again, there could be somebody that puts a temporary Band-Aid on it, but then you're wanting a bigger Band-Aid. Like, it's just such weird energy. I'm not looking forward to this day. So how do we stay in a positive vibration when we've got stop, start, stop, start? We've got obstacles. We've got limitations. We want to get somewhere fast, but we can't. We want our mind to go we want it to go in this way. We want to make decisions, but you know that the realism is that we can't make decisions right now because there is no consistency in the energy. It is so extremely mutable. It's pissing off you emotionally. You don't want inconsistency, and you don't want mutable energy to be consuming your life anymore. You're done with it, but we're in a mutable year and we're going to be riding this ride for a while. So because the nodes are in there, I feel deeply that for some of us, there's a sense that we need to ground our energy to stay in a positive vibration right before this energy shift, and to just really honestly, you know, brace yourself for the energy that's coming. You need to ground yourself. You need to look at stability. What is it stable in your life right now? Well, what's stable in your life right now is the Sun and Chiron, which is in a lovely mood. Also, the moon in Aries is speaking harmoniously to Mars and Sagittarius. So to me, this isn't a day. This is a day of, I think, more or less doing it alone. Very, very independent. This is a day where I say many of you, to find the high vibration, is going to need to pull back and actually find a way to seclude yourself, to isolate yourself a little bit, to protect your energy. More importantly, because I think so, whatever energy source you're in, say you're in a really negative environment, you're going to easily mutate to that negative environment. Say you're in a really positive environment, you're going to be idealistic. It's going to be these extremes. And so I would be aware of what you surround yourself with, where your energy is directing you, and where the focus is taking you. I believe that will be the saving grace as we just start out with this brand new energy that's just asking us to take a real look at our lives. From an absolute, like, honestly, the rose-colored glasses are being removed, and you can't even find them anymore. You lost them. And all this confusing energy, you lost your rose-colored glasses, and you're looking for them, and there's no finding them. And so you're having to face the reality, I feel like it's like a stark reality of, like, it's decision-making time. You're a piece of clay. It's time to start molding your clay, but you don't even know what your clay is supposed to be. It's that kind of energy, and it's frustrating, and it makes you want to escape or cope. So turn toward a coping method. For you, what is that coping method? That is where you're going to be tested, I think, in this energy by the great teachers. It's during these types of times that we build strength, endurance, determination. It's where we get the energy to completely revamp our lives. And when we go under stark reality checks, there's a sense of we can't continue, and it's time for immediate change. And that's beautiful, because we're at the end of the zodiac, and then we're starting over again for the next year. So the realization needs to be there. The ideal is that, where you idealize, that needs to be removed. And this futuristic type mindset, that also needs to be built on realism and earthly ideals. Taking your time, consistency is going to be the key word. If you have a source in your life, a strong, dominant father-like figure, or a masculine energy, a female can be a very strong masculine energy, and that person provides you with stability. It is a great person to turn to for advice in these situations, because they're going to help your sun to shine and give you some very, very creative ideas about what they appreciate about you. There could be some wonderful messages that come out of that really honestly opens your eyes to your potential. And it can give you something to fester and think about when you are isolating yourself and alone, and kind of thinking through this energy versus reacting. I would not react. Aries moon, gonna want to react to everything. every emotion that you're having, every insecurity, every sensitivity, you know, every loving, compassionate desire to help somebody, it's going to want to take action. Beware and guard that energy, because I don't know if you're aligning correctly with what you want to do right now. So just beware. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching that Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again